Here we have Malinois, and this is a really big 17 hand 4-year-old by Dortmund, who on the last video I made of him, I incorrectly said who Dortmund was by, which is not Canthros. That's another horse that I have who I was getting confused about. He is by a big brown line. And this horse is coming along very nicely. Billy did his first ride. I rode him yesterday and he was a really good boy. However, we didn't get done in the barn until super late. And then I ended up doing Candy's video from the field because I was so excited about him. So anyway, I ended up riding him again today, and he was even better. So I just decided to scratch yesterday's video and just jump to today's because today he really came out. We did a bunch of work yesterday on straightness and roundness and all the things, and so he ended really well with his second ride yesterday, my first ride on him. And then today he came out, just as you hope. He came out exactly as he had ended the day before. So we had a really nice, quick ride where he just showed that he could do all the things and that he could take things from the day before and ponder them overnight and come out better the next day. So this horse is cool. He's really big. I mean, he is a true 17 hands and he's gaining weight like crazy. He was a little thin when he came, right off the track and racing fit and growthy and all those things. But I swear, I feel like Alyssa looked at him today and she said, I feel like this horse is gaining 20 pounds every day. And it does seem that way. I think every time I look at him, he looks like he's put on more weight. So that is awesome. And I think that he's just going to continue to get a bit bigger. And especially as he fills out, he's really going to be a large horse. So he is really a quiet, large horse. I mean, you can see that clearly he's not going anywhere super quick. And actually, his trot at the very end, after we did our left canter, he really did sort of come more through and find a bigger, I wouldn't say it was forward, but slightly more forward step. But he's definitely not a quick horse. He's doesn't want to be going much faster than you want him to be going. So he's funny though because he prefers the right. That's his preferred direction. However, he's not as straight to the right as he is to the left, which is normal. It's just funny that he prefers going to the right, even though that is his slightly more crooked direction. But that's fine. We can work with that. So I did let him go to the right first because that's the way that he would prefer to be going. And so in his canter is really where, when I rode him yesterday, we spent a lot of time to the right working on finding straightness in that right canter because he just wanted to lean on that inside shoulder, especially as we come around this corner here, down this next long side. He was just sort of falling to the inside. I couldn't quite keep him straight and on the track yesterday. So today, this is much improved. I mean, you could see when I asked him for the canter, maybe we took a quarter of the ring to have a little conversation about being straight and soft together. But he really got it and he felt fantastic. He was such a good boy for this. And so this sort of da-dum, da-dum, da-dum canter that he has, this is always the preferred tempo that he wants to be in. I always find that these big ones, it's a lot for them to put all this together. It's a long way to go from nose to tail to connect all the things. But his trot, I mean, as it always is with these guys, but especially for him, his trot work is so improved after he canters. He feels so much looser across his top line. And he has a very pleasant way of going. I was really happy with this. This felt great as I was riding. He has a nice flow to him when he gets soft and connected and an understanding of all the things. Yeah, that was really good work to the right. Super, super happy with this horse and how he's putting all the things together. If you watched his first ride that Billy did on him, you would see that to the right. Billy, of course, was staying on the inside turn there by the gate. And, he was just wanting to lean at the gate, which is a normal thing, of course, but you can just see now on the third ride how much straighter he is. And you can stay on the track, you can go right by the gate, and he stayed perfectly straight through his shoulders through that turn. So it really is, it's impressive how quickly they can figure these things out. And they're not all of these guys are that quick to understand that, but he very much is quick to put all the things together. So I was thrilled because yesterday I could not get the left canter. And today he picked it up. I think I started him over some poles and he didn't get it over the poles. He landed in the right canter a few times over the poles. And so I was thinking, okay, this isn't really working. And then I thought, well, I'll just try one more time. And I asked him and he just stepped right into the left canter. And so that was pretty awesome. I was impressed that we got that left canter and we got it from a nice clean transition. Then he was a little bit surprised with himself that he picked it up. So then we had to have a little conversation again on, straightness and connection and all those things. But once he got it, he really got it. I mean, he is a quick study. And then he found some really nice work to the left in the trot after we cantered. This kid's a really big guy, and when he came, he still had on his full set of shoes from the track, and so he just got switched into a half set. So now he's newly barefoot behind, and I can tell a little bit watching him to the left that he's a little bit sore on that left hind from being barefoot all of a sudden. So that'll resolve in the next couple of days. But overall, I could not be more thrilled with this horse. He was such a good boy today.